Upgrading your lawn with a pop-up sprinkler system is a great way to keep your lawn green and healthy, ensuring that you have even water coverage across your entire lawn. Hi, I'm James, and this is how to install pop-up sprinklers. Let's get into it. Whether you're working with an existing lawn or installing a new one, the principles will remain the same, but your approach will differ slightly. For existing lawns, you'll need to carefully plan the layout to avoid disturbing too much of the existing turf. In contrast with a new lawn, you have the freedom to install the sprinklers before the turf goes down. This makes the process more straightforward. Before you start, it's crucial to check your water pressure and flow. This will determine how many sprinklers you can install on each line. To do this, grab a 9-litre bucket and time how long it takes to fill it from your garden tap. If it fills in 30 seconds, you've got a good pressure to work with. If you have low pressure, you may need to consider running multiple lines with fewer sprinklers and using a controller to schedule the system. Once you've got your pressure sorted, you can calculate how many sprinklers you'll need. You'll typically want them spaced out evenly to cover the entire lawn. Most manufacturers have a performance chart of their sprinklers that will tell you how far each sprinkler will flow, at what pressure, and how many litres per minute they will use. The type of sprinkler head you choose is pretty important too. Whether it's a full circle, half circle, quarter circle, or adjustable sprays. The layout will depend on the shape and size of your lawn, and different ones work better at different pressures. There are also different pop-up sprinkler heights that provide a different spray radius. It's important to overlap the spray patterns by half to avoid any dry spots. Properly planned layouts will ensure that water reaches all areas of the lawn without causing any excess runoff or pooling. Now it's time to map out your layout. Using 19mm poly pipe as a minimum to ensure adequate water flow, roll this out and use an irrigation pin to hold the pipe firmly in place. Then unroll the pipe until you reach a corner. Cut the poly pipe to length using pipe cutters and pin it into the ground. Repeat this process until you have laid out and cut all the poly pipe you need. Secure the pipe into the ground with one irrigation pin per metre. When navigating your piping around corners or branching in new tees, maybe even avoiding obstacles like garden beds or pathways, this is where your elbows and your tees come in. Elbows are essential for changing the direction of your piping, especially around corners. For example, if you need to run the pipe along the edge of your lawn and then turn a corner to continue along the other side, an elbow will allow you to make that 90-degree turn smoothly without kinking the pipe. Tees are just as important when you want to split the flow of water into different directions. For instance, if you have a large lawn, you might want to run a main line down the centre and then branch off to either side with tees, directing water to different sections of your lawn. This setup ensures that each sprinkler receives enough water pressure to function effectively. To make any fittings easier to attach, dip the pipe end in hot water to soften it. Once soft enough, insert the fitting into both ends of the pipe to join them together. Repeat this process until all the pipes and fittings are connected. To join the pipes, you'll need to slide a locking clamp over each end of the poly pipe. Now to attach your pop-up sprinklers. Use barbed and threaded elbows for corners and barbed and threaded tees for the middle. Cut the pipe and connect each end to the barbed fittings. Wrap some thread seal tape around the threads to make sure it's sealed tightly. Then screw on the pop-up sprinklers. From here, we'll need to connect this pipe to the tap. We'll do that using a click-on irrigation fitting. Make sure it is securely connected so water doesn't leak. Then turn on the tap and make sure the sprinklers are spraying in the right direction. If the sprinklers need adjusting, pull up the center of the pop-up and adjust the top ring so it sprays the water where you need it. Once happy, dig a trench for your pipe and sprinklers. The trench should be deep enough for the top of the pop-up sprinkler to be level with the grass. Make sure all fittings are tight and secure to prevent leaks. Run a quick test before covering everything up to check that all sprinklers are working properly. If everything looks good, you can fill in the trenches and cover up the pipes. And there you have it, a fully installed pop-up sprinkler system that's sure to keep your lawn looking great all year round. If you like this video, make sure to check out our other instructional guides. We've got plenty of DIY advice online to help tackle your next project with confidence.